Check it out, guys. Welcome to the martial arts of sales. I know there's a lot of hype out there about the coronavirus. I'm here to tell you, I'm fine. It's all hype. But what's going to be more hyped up and more exciting is the topic I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to show you the 5-step through my straight line method, how to do one call closes. There are more opportunities today to do one call closes than ever before. My job is to show you. Before we get into the topic, let's go to the introduction. Check it out, everybody. Welcome to the martial arts of sales. I'm pumped up today. Before we get into this incredible topic I'm going to share with you, there's two things I want to share with you first. Number one is everybody's aware of that coronavirus stuff. My personal opinion, a lot of it is hyped up because of the politicians. But you know, it's a serious thing. But I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm more hyped up and more viral about what I'm about to show you today. The second thing is, I just signed on a client today, or we're actually going to sign the deal later on today or tomorrow, where they're hiring me to teach them the sales process, how to sell, and I'm going to also sell for them, and also I'm going to build a sales platform for them so that I could train other salespeople for their company. I'm very excited about it, and they're going to do well because they want to do it, and for me it's an honor to help them want to do it. So I just want to share that with you. Now, today's topic, get ready, put your big boy belt on, and get ready for what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to show you through my straight line method. It's 5 steps. It's really 4 steps because 2 of them are in one, but it's 5 steps to doing and accomplishing one call closes in today's environment. More opportunities than ever before. Now, let's go to work. Let me show you my straight line method, the 5 steps to doing one call closes in today's environment. Now, the first thing we have to always remember is you have to have the right mindset. You have to have the right attitude to accomplish this. That comes with experience. That comes with training. That comes with understanding sales and sales technique and being convinced and having conviction in what you're doing and how you're doing it. Because let me tell you something. Think about this. You're calling somebody, they don't know you're calling, you don't know what's going on in their life, and here you are, you're talking to them on the phone, and then by the end of the conversation, you're asking them for a credit card. Think about that. And I'm not talking about $300-400 in my case. I'm talking $5,000, $15,000, $20,000 deals. So I want you to think about this. Now, let's get into it. 5 steps to one cold call close. I call it cold call because every initial call is really a cold call. And you should always take that mindset. The problem people have, in my opinion, is they never really learned how to cold call. But cold calling is a beautiful thing once you learn how to do it, like anything else. You become better at it if you choose to become better at it. So the first step, the first part, is the most important part. The other 4 don't come unless this one happens first. It's the initial call, or what I call the 3 seconds. The 3 seconds, I want you to think about this. They probably got other phone calls prior to you, and they're probably pissed off because they took those calls. They interrupted their day. Maybe they had a bad situation with the family or their wife. Maybe they had a bad transaction in business. You never know what the mindset is. So you have 3 seconds to keep this potential customer, whether they're on social media, regular leads that you may buy, better business, but it doesn't matter. The mindset is the same. So you got 3 seconds to accomplish 3 things. Number 1 is you got to build trust from the get-go. From the get-go. That means your voice, What you say, how you say it is very important. You don't have a lot of time for error. Number two is you have to be able to show within that initial call value right away. Think about what you have to do in 3 seconds. Maybe 5 seconds max. Because all they have to do is hang up. I'm not interested. Bye. Right? Then, after that, you're going to build a foundation to the rest of the call. So think about that. Okay, now when you do that, you transition to my favorite part. I call it the body of the call, but it's really the storytelling part. Okay, storytelling. What should happen within the storytelling is several things. Number one, you should be increasing your value. How do you do that? Well, what you have to do is you have to present some facts, not only about their industry, you have to also expose the problems they have. You also have to show solutions. And then you have to learn the art of rebuttals. That's where most of the objections are going to be. Now, there's going to be objections, and there's going to be some buying questions. Usually buying questions happens in the next step. But typically, during the storytelling, you're going to get a few objections. You have to understand the rebuttals and your weapons so that you can increase your value. You earn more trust. They have a better perception about you. Because the initial perception is not always good. Oh, another telemarketer, another cold caller, right? Even me at 30 years doing it, they still say that. But I'm okay with that. I have no egos about that. And I'll show you down the road, if they do that objection, how you deal with that. So that's number two. Now, number three is conviction. Before we get into what it means, conviction. You have to be convinced and have conviction that what you're doing is in their best interest. That they need to do this. That you're the right guy for this. That you believe in what you do. And that you believe in helping them. If you're able to come across with conviction and confidence, here's what should be the results on the third step. You should be doing discovery. Meaning you should be asking questions about their business. Who their customers are. Well, who would they like to have as customers? What is their goal with customer? How much do they charge for the services per customer? That's what you do. You start to qualify your clients. Why do you qualify them? Have you ever been on sales call where you didn't qualify anybody? You thought you did a great pitch. You thought they were excited. They were going along with you. Also, when you go to ask them for the order, they have no money. Or they tell you they don't have any money. Now you're chasing them. Been there, done that. Not many times, but I've been there. It sucks, right? Well, you have one person to blame. That is you. That's why you have to qualify people. And believe it or not, this is where usually a lot of the closing happens. Then what you do is at the same time, once you qualify them, you start to talk about return on investment. You want to get that out of the way. You don't want to wait to the end. What you want to be doing at the end of the call is getting the credit card information or getting an ACH, which means it's a copy of a check and you run the check through, or a wire transfer. That's what you should be focusing on at the end of the call, right? Okay, now number 4 is persuasion. You start to persuade them if they have some objections at that point or they have some buying questions that they need to take ownership. They need to own this. And you're giving them the reasons why they need to own it. That's persuasion. Because no one is going to give you a credit card unless they are persuaded to do that. That they need to own it. Not that they're buying something, but that they're owning something. Does that make sense? And the number 5 is, I call it the 3 C's. I left 1 C out on purpose, but it's close and converting. To me, closing is when you're doing telephone sales on the phone. And converting is more when you get leads on social media, but it's the same thing. You still got to convert or close the leads into sales, right? I have another C called creative. You create other opportunities when nobody expects it to be there. And that's another topic. But now what happens is this. You get the credit card, you get a wire transfer, or you get a check. But the thing about it is this. From the very first 3 seconds, it's going to set the tone for the closing. And if you follow my straight line method, which I did in my previous video, you'll be able to determine within the middle of the phone call whether this guy or this girl or this man, this woman is going to buy or is going to take ownership of that. That's a little more deeper. I'll go into that in another video. But I just wanted to give you the 5 steps to my straight line method on how to do a one-call close. I hope this has been helpful. If you're watching me for the first time on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button below. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. And also, share your comment with me so that I can continue to improve my content so that it can help you grow your business. I want to thank you for being part of the martial arts of sales. I hope this has been helpful. Till we speak again, I say goodbye and I wish everyone much success. Bye.